Hello everybody and welcome back here to my channel for the Spanish Grand Prix season number 13. I believe round number 4 of the season, because previously I believe we did Bahrain and China and Australia, so this should be round number 4. I believe we did not do Russia. I'm not exactly sure on that. But for the moment, we are here in Barcelona, Circuit Barcelona de Catalunya, for the Spanish Grand Prix season number 13. If you remember last season, Squizzo was able to pull off the win here after unfortunate events for Falcon, as he cannot join the session. And now we have some returning drivers from last season, like I mentioned. You have Denzamo, Washi, Cam, Dexter, Addables as well with Swamcan. So again, drivers I recognize from last season. So we're just minutes away from the start of qualifying here at Circuit Barcelona de Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. If you guys have any questions, just pop them down below, and also don't forget to drop a like, as it will support me to bring more of this footage for the following couple of weeks and towards the end of the season. Of course, I will do this every single weekend where I stream and commentate the AOR Assist Tier League race. So for the moment now, we have 18 people in here, but 17 will race. Just going through the not starting order, but we have the grid right here. Benko in the Mercedes, Denzamo in the Scuderia Ferrari, Tom in the Sahara for India, Washi in the Ferrari, Cam in the Renault with Dexter, Tuzmaz and Addables in the Red Bull, Toro Rosso to More Than Amazing, Swamcan in the Mercedes, Matty D in the Force India, Hoink Doink in the Manor, Barter is in the Haas, Zek is in the Manor, Mr. 09PL is in the Sauber, Ocean is in Scuderia Toro Rosso, Danny OUK is in the Sauber, and that's going to round out the field. We have 17 drivers so far. We're waiting for a couple more drivers. Not in the lobby as well, so we're gonna have to wait for him to join the lobby if he's actually on. I don't think he is, so we'll just have to wait a while. And for the moment, as you can see the settings down below, short qualifying 50% equal, and of course formation lap is on, which gives me the chance to leave and come back on time. Collisions are on, vehicle damage is on full like always, dynamic, weather, expert, difficulty, that shouldn't really be a factor. Corner cutting is on strict as well. So that's good, and yeah, we're just a couple minutes away from the start of the Spanish Grand Prix, and we're going to try and pull up the points. I do remember Tuzmaz won at Australia, if I remember correctly. I think it was Benko who won in Bahrain, and I did not make China, so I don't exactly know who won that. I think it was Tuzmaz as well. If you guys know, comment down below. That'd be very helpful. We're waiting for a couple more drivers, but for the meantime, I'm just trying to get the points up. I think Tuzmaz and Benko are up towards the front, obviously, because they have wins. But looking at it, I really think Tuzmaz has a points lead. Not exactly sure, but we're going to have to pull up a couple things here to see if I can get the points. I think it's on the website, though we don't even have a forum page for Season 13 yet, because how quick the off-season was. It's like 2-3 weeks. I actually got enough drivers to sign up, and here we are for the Spanish Grand Prix, round number 4. So again, if you guys have any questions, pop them down below, and subscribe, like, and comment, whatever you want to do, because that'll support me in making future content for you guys for live streaming purposes and commentating for the AOR F1 Assist Tier. And let me just let me put the link in the chat, because my chat is blowing up, and I want to blow it up even more. Hold on a second. Okay, so we got 3 viewers in the process of being gone for 20 seconds. I think it'd be a good time now to actually go downstairs and get something to drink and get something to eat, so I have something to eat during qualifying and have a drink so I don't run out of breath, because that has happened in the past. we are waiting for a couple more drivers. 3 people from the same nationality. Wow, that's rare. That, you know, their nationality isn't even that rare in F1, to be honest. But here we go. I think everyone is ready up, so we'll just ready up as well. Welcome to the Spanish Grand Prix here at Circuit Barcelona de Catalunya, round number 4 of the season, and we return back for season number 13 of the assist here on HL Cavi. Welcome you guys back. It's Alan Cavagnaro for another AOR race on this channel. What do you expect? Maddie D, thank you very much. Let's have a good Grand Prix, and I expect a lot from you guys. Hudson says, go 5-5. Who's 5-5? Too bad. We got 7 viewers. Hold on a second. I'm going to get something to eat and drink quickly. Okay, I am back, and we should be getting this underway momentarily. Gotta wait for some cars to pull out, and we'll be good. So, as the live stream is up, I need to turn up my volume, but if you guys want to talk about the Spanish Grand Prix in real life, I know some of you haven't watched it yet, but still, if you can talk about it in real life, that was I don't know, looking at the Grand Prix in real life, I mean, it was a good start from Vettel. I mean, Hamilton doesn't really get the best start, but then again, you have to realize the front two did not get a good start, but Vettel got a better start than Hamilton, because you could see the second and third row. They got a fantastic start on the front row, and that's why everyone was like, 3 wide entering turn 1. And at that moment, I realized how wide the cars are. I mean, they're 3 wide. Even last season, you wouldn't see 3 wide in turn 1. For the front runners, it was single file with Rosberg and Hamilton. So, speaking of Rosberg and Hamilton, we have the 2 Mercedes cars going out single file off the pit lane. And it's Swamcan leading the way over his teammate Benko, who won the Bahrain Grand Prix, I believe. And I do have my drink. It's lemonade in a Powerade bottle, so go figure. To be honest, I didn't watch the full Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, whoa! Teammates collide in Sector 1. That is very interesting. Oh, wow. And underneath those helmets, it's Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. How wonderful. So Denzema was out on the track, and, well, in qualifying, you didn't see that every day. That was quite interesting, to say the least. But I have my gun, and Denzema's probably thinking what happened. I think Benko's gonna have to come in, and he does. That was highly unnecessary, but I think one car's trying to let the other by, and the one behind did not realize that. They slid into each other. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Swamcan said, I slowed down to let you pass, and Benko just slammed right into the back. As you can see in the comment from Cam, it says, Benko is using the directional buttons this race as his analog stick broke. So, that is what happened. I think, since his analog stick broke, he's trying to get used to it in qualifying, and he didn't expect his teammate to let him by like that, and they collided. So that is an unexpected start, to say the least, to qualifying here in the Spanish Grand Prix. But like I mentioned earlier, the real Spanish Grand Prix that happened in real life earlier today or this morning for me, that race was actually pretty good. I mean, undercuts and overcuts, played a huge effect. I remember first pit stop, Vettel did the undercut on Hamilton to come out ahead of him, and then later on, it was like where Vettel came out of the pits, and he collided with Hamilton when he was trying to do the overcut on him, and it was very, very effective, but at the same time, Hamilton got the better edge over Vettel and ended up winning the Grand Prix. I did hear that Valtteri Bottas got that he got an engine failure or something like that. Like I said, I wasn't there for the whole entire race. I didn't see, I saw the first half, but I heard that Valtteri Bottas got an engine failure, so that is very, very odd. I mean, carries over from last season when Hamilton had all these issues. Now they're just giving them to Valtteri Bottas, which is very odd. I mean, Hamilton has been consistent with, his engine pace and all that, His engine has been perfectly fine throughout the whole season. I mean, even Russia, they were experiencing some problems, but those are just minor problems that could have been easily fixed. But you look at it, and you say, is Mercedes doing this on purpose? Or, it's just racing incidents that are going on with the team, and, you have to think about that, because, they've done that to the past. Hamilton has, that's the reason why there's rumors about Hamilton and Vettel switching spots, because, with all the failures that happened, or especially in Malaysia last season. So a lot of going on in F1 world right now, but let's focus back to this. There's a battle on track in qualifying. Whoa, Haas is in the grass. I do believe one person's off track, but I think that's Barter, not exactly sure. And yep, speaking of Barter, he's on our screen right now, and we'll take a little onboard engine view for around 10-20 seconds. Barter heads into the pits. Almost hits the wall. He does there. So there goes Barter back into the pits, and a Manors off on the grass. That is Zek. Let's talk about Mr. 09 PL. This guy's been really, really fast. I remember the first and second Grand Prix we had this season, he was going really, really fast. He was actually, a couple incidents happened to him in Australia, prevented the good finish for him, same with Bahrain, but he's a very fast driver, and I really hope that he finds success later on in the season. But for right now, he's going to have to put up a good lap to be up towards the front for the Spanish Grand Prix. Again with Tom in Bahrain, I remember 2 weeks ago, he was running 6 at one point, I do believe, when we got an interview from him. He ran into a little incident, and now he's back here in 14th in qualifying. Not setting a lap yet. But that is what Tom is going to try to do. So we're going to try and get more people on our screen. Here's Dexter. He came out of the pits a lap ago. He's actually on his flying lap, but sector times have not been counted. So line, he's going to set a time now, and his time is go. So we'll check back with Dexter in a minute or two. And now here's Benko coming back out on track without his teammate in front of him. So no incidents can occur. Very, very odd that did happen in the same sector as 2016 incident with Rosberg and Hamilton. And the same cars, too. So, very, very odd, to say the least. But Benko, he doesn't have his joystick, so he's going to have to use an analog button instead. So, that's very interesting for Benko. He usually runs a wheel, I believe, or he's just really fast. And, he's going to have a change for this race, so he's going to be going slower and up. Again, he goes into the pits, 17th. He cannot improve on his time. Looks like More Than Amazing is done with his lap. He puts it up to 5th place among the rest. And you can tell from the time he's done a minute so far around the track slowing down. Shows how much he's trying to save his tires, but now bumped down to 6. That's because Matty D puts in a lap for 2nd place. Pulls off track. Let's by his teammate, and he is proud and surprised a little bit of his time, but you know Matty D. He's a very fast driver. So expect him up towards the front. As Mr. 09PL heads into the pits like we mentioned. He put up a fast lap, and like we said, we check back with him. So that's a 5th place time. It also bumps down the guy running in 6th, and also Dexter puts up a time in 6th place. So there we go. Dexter improves to 6th place. Let's see what his Renault teammate can do in just a couple minutes. Danny OK locking up, coming up the hill into Sector 1. He's gonna have to stop locking up if he wants his tires to last. So we're gonna watch Danny OUK for a little bit, because we've been seeing a lot of lockup from him. When I say that, I mean in the race, not right now, but we'll check back with him later. Tom right now has a lap time at 16th. If he can improve, final corner now, flying through the corner and up against the left side, rumble strip down to the line. That time's going to be 2nd place. Tom absolutely ecstatic with his teammate not far behind in 3rd as he enters the pits. So Dexter now bumped down to 7th, and Denzamo trying to improve on his lap, final corner. And he didn't get much momentum through. I don't think he'll improve. And yep, it's still 9th place, as his teammate is 1 position behind, which is Washi. So again, if you guys have any comments, pop them down below, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it'll help me bring up further content for the AOR assist here. And also, I have started commentating in a new league. It's called the Gavra Racing League, and well, I'm very excited because it's mainly project cars. We do GT3, Formula C, and I believe Formula Golf as well. A couple other classes like Endurance. So I'm very, very excited for that in the near future. Hopefully it's in next week or 2 weeks, and I don't know, I'm hoping it's not too long, because I do have finals coming up next month. So, you know, even less than a month, because we're already 3 weeks into May, which is insane. It's really insane. It felt like we just started the month, and it felt like we just started a journey together in season 13, but we're already 3 weeks into May. So hopefully I can get this done ASAP. Ocean says I loaded my Russia setup and now can't change it now. For me, I kind of wish Parc Fermé was off in league racing. I mean, people load setups by accident. I mean, if you set a lap and a setup in qualifying, I feel like you should have the ability to change your setup and set a faster one. I really do think like that. And I wish I kind of do that in real life as well. But, you know, it's real life. What are you going to expect? I mean, it has a little more diversity and gives the people to, you know, like a little test session as well, which I kind of like. But Adible's in 11th. He sets a time as in 11th. Let's see if Tuzmaz is out on track. No, he is not. But Mr. 09PL has dropped down to 6th, and Zamo 9th, Washi 10th, and 11th is Adibles. I think he's going to come in this lap. No, he does not. I heard he was going to come in this lap, but he stayed out for another one. But till line, that's actually not going to improve in the speed trap. He's 10th, so he's not far off from where his qualifying position is. Danny OUK, like we mentioned, locked up quite a bit. That put him down to 13th. And remember, we only have 17 drivers, so he's down in the bottom 5 for this race. So he's going to have to improve his time if he wants to go. Oh no, loses the car and into the wall. And he does not lose a wheel. But that is what happens when you don't lock up. And he was too cautious and lost the rear end in the grass. That's Danny OUK now dropping to 14th with 6 minutes remaining. Yep, Dexter in my stream. I finished podium here last season. Well, now I'm going to discuss this. You brought up a very interesting point, because the reason why you got a podium last season, not to take anything away from it, but the reason how you did it is because with your strategy, you did one less stop, or one less stint, I mean, and you were able to basically come out ahead of 10 other cars, and you basically put that manner of where it shouldn't have been. And I'll be completely honest, your race pace was around 6th or 7th. You put it up to around 3rd place, and very phenomenal job to you, Dexter. Hopefully you have it again this race, and hopefully you show that you're really fast as well. I mean, your teammate is just as fast. If you could work together with him, that'd be fantastic. So, calculated. Yeah, I noticed that. So it's like, during the whole entire race, you were not in the top 5, then all of a sudden you finished 3rd. I'm like, am I seeing this right? Like, is there something wrong with this game? But talking about Dexter, his teammate Cam is on track. He's on a cool-up lap, or not a cool-up lap, but warming up his tires. Gonna get a lap in just a second in the Renault. So, yep, we'll come back to Cam in just a minute. Qualifying, 5 minutes remaining. And Benko comes into the pits with a second position. Mr. 09P. Wonder how the Force Indias are doing. That's my question. Time. Tuzmaz does have the pole while his Adible's teammate is down in 9th. So very, very odd as Tuzmaz and Benko hold the front row, I believe, for the second Grand Prix again. Not exactly sure. But these two will be the ones battling for the championship if Skeven does not show up. That is a very interesting point to bring up because he has not showed up for the last... he didn't show up for Bahrain, now he doesn't show up here. I'm not sure if he showed up for China, but he was so close to the win in Australia. He should have won there, but right now Tuzmaz on the mediums has a 2/10 lead over Benko. Imagine if he was on the softs. That gap would be huge. It would be even bigger than what it is now, obviously, but... you look at it and you question, you know, the skill gap between Tuzmaz. And speaking of, well, not skill gap, but speaking of racing, Mr. 09PL's off the track and lost a wheel, and his car's stalling on the track, and, well, very, very cruel end to qualifying. Hubson says, Mr. AOR Press says, I want to quit, on for pole, but fuel runs out. Wow. You're actually on our screen right now. What a coincidence that it pops up once you comment. Terrible end for Swamcan with 3 minutes remaining. I don't think he'll get another lap in, so he'll have to settle with 11th place. So Washi's now in 14th on the mediums. He's going to try and get in a better lap and try and raise his qualifying position. But hello guys, if you are new and joining in now for the Spanish Grand Prix in season number 13, round number 4. Please comment, like, subscribe, and down below. It'll help me bring out further content of the AOR assist tier. I also started commentating in Gavra recently. It's a Project Cars League for GT4, Endurance, and Formula C and Formula Golf. So if you want to see that as well on Project Cars, there'll be live streams during the week around this time. Just subscribe down below, and also don't forget to like us. It'll help me bring out further content here on F1 for AOR. As we have 2.5 minutes remaining, into the grass goes Ocean. Sort to wonder how many drivers have spun out so far in qualifying. It was a 2 Mercedes. I saw 2 Sauber. It's been mainly Mercedes and Sauber. So that's very interesting to say the least. So Tom rounds up the hill. Actually, nope. Hold on. Oh, here he is. Now coming down the hill again. Not sure if he's entering the pits. He's going to stay out for one more lap, trying to improve on a time. He's probably going to improve on it. If not, he would have came into the pits, but he is still 3rd. And he did not improve on his time. Down the straight. Now he's going to try one more time with 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining. So that's going to be the end of that. I think Cam put his lap up to 5th place. Congratulations, lad. Hopefully you have a great Grand Prix. Washi is still in 14th, trying to improve. Poink Doink is in 18th. I don't know how, because we have 17 drivers. But Benko is in 2nd, and he is proud of that. 3rd is Tom. 4th is Matty D. 7th is Barter. So we're going to come to the end of the lap and see if Matty D can improve. Going through the chicane in the final corner now. You can see the Pirelli signs in the background. Right up against the left rumble strip. Down to the line. That's going to be 1st place. Pole position for Matty D. That lap looked absolutely spectacular for a pole position. Let's see if Benko can top that. He's been bumped down to the 2nd row. Final corner now for Benko. Push all you got, lad, down the straight. DRS is available, and that will be 3rd place. Not enough. He's going to have to call it quits. His tires are way too worn. Tom to the line. DRS, 2nd place. It's a Force India 1-2. Absolutely fantastic with 30 seconds remaining. So Benko is on one more flying. He's on the lonely 4 out of the 4. Barter improves to 5th place as Tom retires from the session. Zek improves to 8th. Absolutely fantastic scenes we're seeing here from qualifying. Everyone setting in last-minute times. Tom is into the wall, and he's just retired from the session. And Benko is on one more flying lap We're going to see if that's going to be the money lap that he's going to have to put on the board. It's going to be with Benko, the only reasonable one I can think of that can get pole. He's the closest one out of the ones remaining on track, and he has the most momentum going into the lap. 4th place, maybe 3rd, maybe even a front row start for the Mercedes driver of Benko. Broke his front wing in the beginning of qualifying with his teammate, almost crashed out his teammate actually. Needs to get a great momentum through the chicane, right over the curbs. Final corner now, coasting full throttle off against the rumble strip, not going to be, I don't think he'll improve. Actually he does, and he takes pole position away from the Force Indias, and right now Benko is the one sitting on the podium. Barter, he's close as well, and we'll see if he can promote himself to a top 4 spot. It looked like that for not Ferrari, it would be Force India. Had a front row start, but he, no, don't enter the pits, retire now. Nah, no. Hoink doink into the pit, yeah, it's going to be a long one. Zek finishes lap out in 8th, pulls off to the side. And we're going to have to wait here for a couple of minutes. Looking at it now, the Mercedes powered cars are in the top 3, surprisingly. But behind, we have a Renault engine in 4th of mediums of Tusmas. 5th is Barter in the Ferrari powered Haas. 6th is Cam in the Renault Tag Heuer badged Red Bull, not Renault, my mistake, in 7th place. Wait, was it 7th place? 6th place, my bad. And I thought, why is Benko out on track? That's what I don't get. So, if you guys are tuning in now, we welcome you to the Spanish Grand Prix. Season 13, round number 4 of the schedule, if you were watching the Spanish Grand Prix earlier today. A lot of things went down, a lot of failures. I know at least one driver for every top team, which is Red Bull and Ferrari and Mercedes, retired from the session. But here's qualifying. 5 grid place penalty for Benko after getting the pole, so it will be a Force India of 1-2. So we're just going to read it as is. First is Matty D, 2nd Tom, 4th Tusmas, 3rd Tusmas, 4th Barter, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we go. 6th place for Benko, 7th place for Cam, 8th place for Mr. 09PL. That order screwed up. I'm not exactly sure how to claim it. I don't know. A minute ago we had 9 viewers. Now we have 14. What is this? Crap. Shoot, I forgot to leave. No. Great. Oh, I was too busy talking. That's what happens when you're a commentator. Okay, good. We can spectate. That is good. Hello, new viewers. If you are new to the channel or new to the live stream, please comment, like, subscribe down below. If you are new to this, I do weekly races, or I commentate weekly races for AOR Assist Tier. And if you're new, like I said, if it would keep up the support of keeping this alive, I'm also a new commentator for Gavra. If you want to check their channel out, just look them up. And good luck, everybody, coming from Damien. Like I mentioned, if you're new and you want to see Project Cars commentating as well, subscribe down below. And Yeah, it'll be on my channel, on this channel, as always. It's a Force India 1-2, as I believe it was... Oh, come on. Getaway notification. Matty D taking the pole. Second was Tom. Third was Tuzmas. That's the top three. So weaving on the backstretch is Matty D, and a couple performances I would like to count out. Barter improved his time to 4th, actually. I did not see that. It did not show up on my screen. Actually, it was 5th, but still. Cam is now 5th. 6th is Benko. 7th is Mr. 09PL after having phenomenal qualifying so far this season. Now we're on the 3rd and final sector. So, wow, everyone almost running into the back of each other. Look how crazy this is. Onboard view of Mr. 09PL. Well, and Cam hops it over the curb, and he's been disqualified from the formation lap. So we're just moments away now from the start of the Spanish Grand Prix, a very, very chaotic track. Remember, in real life, the front two did not get a great start, and it caused 3 wide battling in turn 1, and it caused many incidents. So you need the front row to get a good start, so we're relying on the Force Indias to get a great start. If not, it's going to hold everyone up unless they ghost. Oh crap, you gotta be kidding me. What the heck? Shit. You gotta be kidding me. What's going on? What is going on?
Race over. The stewards have black flagged you.
Okay, good. I got disqualified. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. The lights went out, so I assume we're just parked on the track. I've never seen a glitch like this before. There's one car on the track that's racing. I saw someone jump off. Hold on. This is very, very odd. Wow. I thought this was just me. I really thought this was just me because I left and, like, I thought this was a me problem for a second, but this is very odd. I've never seen this before, and like I mentioned before, I have the beta code, or I mean, not yet, but I will be getting the beta code for F1 2017, so in the little notification, why are they blaming me? Why are they blaming me? I don't get why they're blaming me. What do you mean press ready? Hold on. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Everyone's telling me to press ready. I'll just leave so we can race. There we go. This should work. Says they're on the 2nd lap. Very odd. Okay, so the cars have gotten going because they said I needed it ready and I was doing perfectly fine, so I just had to leave and rejoin. Like, I don't get it. They needed me to ready when I was disqualified. I don't get that. Like, I was able to leave while everyone was waiting for someone. Okay, so I do believe we're still under a safety car. Now you can see the safety car signs, but it doesn't show up on the top of the screen. That is a very odd start to the Spanish Grand Prix, and nothing like real life. I like how Cam blames me for the lobby. Like, it's not my fault Cody's has terrible server problems. Like, I went off when the, like, I went when the lights went out. Because apparently the thing didn't work. Because what I do is I leave at the end of qualifying, come back during the formation lap, so I don't have to drive. I'll retire my car eventually, but it put me in my own car. So very odd, to say the least. As if you are watching again, please like, subscribe, and down below, like I keep on mentioning, for weekly content for the AOR assist tier. Holy cow, my email box is blowing up. I thought in the formation lab I could check my email as well. This is, I have 49. Very interesting. So we are still under a safety car due to the incidents that occurred. You know what I'm talking about. The glitch that Cody's brought up upon us. But Ollie, if you're still watching, I'd like to know if the codes have been sent out, because I did get an email saying that I would be getting the code. However, it's been a month. It's been more than a month, actually. And at this time last year, they showed footage on F1 2017 of the 2016 cars and all that. For F1 2016 and all that. And everyone had the beta code. And yeah. So I kind of assumed everything should be going at now. Well, though for right now, in real life, or in the game, I can see Haas down the pits on lap number 3. Everyone is wanting a restart, and this live stream would be completely nothing. And we already got 2 new subscribers. Shout out to Michael Morfitt. And also, if I scroll down below my email thread, crap, there's so many emails. New music, no, not music. Who else subscribed? I want to shout them out as well. Tom Klimek. Shout out to Tom Klimek as well, and Michael Morfitt for subscribing. Thank you very much. I haven't been doing that recently, but if I keep doing this, I think it'll be very good. I want to start giving shout outs to pay back to the people. I'll do something for you guys as well. It'll be very interesting, but scrolling through my emails as well, this is like, I have a lot of stuff I don't really go over. Like, last time I signed on was 2 days ago, and my emails have just blown up. Though I do believe the lights on the safety car are out, and we should be going racing this lap, and we will. Everyone is bunching up into a big pack here at Circuit Barcelona de Catalunya in sector number 3. Just moments away from the start of the Grand Prix and the start of a green flag run. We're about to enter the chicane. Here we go through the chicane. And it's time to go racing here at Circuit Barcelona de Catalunya. We're green and racing to lap number 4. Force India switching in the back. They're going to be wheel to wheel, side pod to side pod, just inches apart, a couple feet. They're crossing lanes in the background. A terrible camera angle. And entering the first corner, it looked like it was time to get the best of it. Matty D runs wide, and he's going to have Tusmos on his outside with the mediums. holding on to the position for second place. He runs him off track. He's going to try and get back on first, second. Again, wheel to wheel. If Matty D can hold on the outside, he should, but he does not. Let's by Tuzmaz for second. And a momentum down the drain. Cam back in fourth place. And at the moment, it's a big pack for the top 6, I believe. Yes, it is. Behind his 7th is Dexter, Cam's teammate. Ocean says, I got disqualified because you glitched into me. I feel really bad, Ocean. I really do. And I'm not sure if you're looking at my screen, but if you look in the rear view mirror of Dexter for a couple of seconds, it was just a floating set of 4 tires. So that was very interesting if you rewind that 10 seconds. So Dexter holding the 7th position. Behind is it ZEQ? But no, it is not. Oh, running off track a lot is Dexter. We have this huge pack. Let's go up towards the front. Down the straight now, trying to get his teammate. Nothing he can do. Tuzmaz did take the lead. And now we have a side-by-side battle with Benko in the back. Mr. 09PL, he runs it a little bit wide to give himself a little bit more room to work with. And Mr. 09PL hangs on to 4th place. Right over Benko. They're still going to be side-by-side entering closing Sector 1 into Sector 2. Holding on to the position. Can he run it a little bit wide, get more momentum? Closes the door on Benko, and that is that. Cam, meanwhile, hangs on to a podium position as a Force India runs wide. Very interesting. I'm wondering where one of the Force Indias went. 15th place for Tom. Not sure what happened. I think he broke part of his front wing, or he just had to serve his first pit stop of the race. I think that's what it was. I think he started on the softs. So, yeah, it shouldn't be long before we get the codes, I'll be completely honest. Okay, I'm just checking because I'm not sure if anyone else has the codes. Tom runs wide there. Right now, Matty D holds the lead. We just missed the action. And behind, we should see more passes down the straight. DRS should be available on this lap. No, not yet. Probably next lap. And down the straight, switching back and forth. Tuzmaz to the outside. Oh, Cam, not enough room, and he's going to muscle his way through for second place. Tuzmaz putting his car as the ping pong and slapping Cam out of the way. And that was very interesting to say the least. Wow, Cam hung on to that. So did Tuzmaz, and the Hungarian moves his way into second as he muscles his way through Cam. Wow. Well, all of that, Matty D was looking in his mirrors, hoping a collision would occur. One did not, and Matty D holds on to the lead with a chasing fast Hungarian of Tuzmaz not far behind. Runs a little bit wide. Matty D, top 5, all within each other. And while top 6 is way back there in the mirror. Ocean, there is not a restart. I think we're just going to keep it racing. I'm very sorry I ruined your race. But don't know what to tell you. I just went when the lights went out because usually I don't have to do that, but it didn't work that time. Now DRS should be available this lap if I am correct. If not, I am not good at F1. Oh, he should have DRS. He's going to block to the inside. Going to leave the door open to the inside. He should try going to the inside. He gets some momentum, and he does. A little late braking. Following right behind Tuzmaz. I can see a battle for third behind. Cam hangs on to the position over the Sauber of Mr. 09PL. And the fast right-hander up the hill. Matty D holding on to the lead. Matty D holding on to second while Tuzmaz has the lead. And it's weird because Tuzmaz got by him on those harder compounds and he was able to hold on. Mr. 09PL is down in fourth place. And he's just hanging on and trying to pass Cam at the moment. So down the straight, I did hear DRS activation. Looking back here, I do see a battle for the 7th position between Zek and Dexter are going to back out. I see a further battle back here with Adibles and the Haas. Position will follow. Sauber to the inside. A little contact and spinning. Almost spinning as Danny O.U.K. keeps it going while the Red Bull's in the grass of Adibles. The young Englishman holds on to the position. And down into the pits goes Tom again. Moved up to 12th and now into the pits. Slow it down. Looked like 38. I'm not sure if that was under speed limit or not. Something happened to Swamcan and then Zamo. But right now Tuzma is holding the lead over Matty D. Third is Mr. 09PL. Whoa, in the grass a little bit is the Sauber. We saw issues like that in qualifying. So it looked like the Sauber did get by him though within that lap. And down the straight now. Whoa, Renault. Renault into the wall. Renault into the wall. Lost the rear end in the DRS activation. Point is Cam. Very, very intense moments. You can still see gravel on his tires, or sand, I mean. And Cam is into the wall, running in 5th place. More Than Amazing is down into 6th place in the Toro Rosso. So up in the front, it's literally just a pull away. And Tuzmas has a huge advantage over Benko, a 5-second lead. Because the cars between had to pit. Go behind, look for some battles going on. Dexter's 5th, so looks like the time for people to pit. Looks like Matty D will try and get the undercut on Tuzmas, like we saw in real life with Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. Down the straight, DRS is available for the Manor. Do not make it 3 wide because Force India coming on the track barely gives him enough room. And right now, he's in the sandwich of those two on the older compound. Wow. Holds on, and Washi's holding up the Force India of Matty D. And now if Matty D wants any chance of making this undercut work, he has to get by the Ferrari of Washi, and eventually he's going to have to get by the vehicle of Danny O.U.K. Tom says, so yeah, my F4 debut has been a disaster. Christoph Soft says, Hubert spoke to, I can't read the rest of that. I don't speak that language, I'll try. Hubert Spokajane, Bo Nagin, Dustinez. That's the best attempt I have at that language. I'll be completely honest, I don't mean to offend you, but that's the best attempt I have. Down going to the chicane, More Than Amazing. And I think he heads down to the pits, and actually no he does not. Took a while for the camera to load. Dexter back in 5th, the Haas of Barter stays out behind. 18 viewers, and it looks like we have Ben going to the pits, and away he goes. Trying to go for the harder strategy. More Than Amazing in 2nd. Tom says lost slipstream. Then some joker breaks on a straight. Down into Sector 1. It's the Renault and battle with Haas, Barter, and Dexter. Battle for 3rd place. It's Dexter and Barter. Holding on to the position and holding them up. Very intense moments here from the Circuit Barcelona to Catalunya. So now holding on to the position just a couple feet apart from the rear spoiler. It's Barter holding on. A little corner cut from him. Down the straight, DRS available to Barter. He's going to have to look to the inside. They're going to go side by side, wheel to wheel. Couple of yards apart or meters. He's going to try to switch back. It's Dexter underneath the inside. Not enough momentum. And it'll be Barter up to 3rd place. Ocean has left the session. CJ Nemza says, when will the next race be? The next race will be next week. And I do believe it should be Canada because we are not racing at Monaco, sadly. Oh, and it looks like Dexter heads down into the pits. Tuzma's leading on his mediums. Where's Matty D? Matty D's in 5th. Now they're telling him he has to get by the Sauber. and he's gonna dive it to the inside. A little sparks behind the car, and the car lets him by, and right now Matty D promotes himself up to the 4th position. He does all he needs to do to try and get ahead of Tuzmaz, and he's doing a fantastic job at it, to say the least. And if we have new viewers and you are new to my channel or the live stream, comment, like, subscribe down below for more further content of the AOR PS4 Assist Tier, season number 13, round number 4 of the Spanish Grand Prix. And hopefully, you know, I get enough views so I can use the YouTube money to get a new mic, because that would be awesome, because my headset broke a long time ago. That's why I sound different. I don't like it, because my voice is a lot more ecstatic than what it should be, and I don't like how it sounds. Whoa, Sauber! Danny OUK, we saw the same thing with Cam. He hit the wall. No front wing damage to Cam, but same thing for Mr. 09P. I mean, Danny OUK, but for Mr. 09PL, doing the same thing that Matty D's doing off the track in the back. That is Cam with the Ferrari of Washi falling down several positions. These two. Cam was up in the front, Washi was all the way in the back. So I believe one of them has not pitted yet, and that has to be Washi, to say the least. Hopping over the curb goes Cam twice in a row. And off the final corner, down the straight. And I see a Sauber into the pits. That promotes him up to 7th, because Danny OUK, they've called him down to the pits. Get the little telephone, because now he's going into his pit stall, and they're going to put on those hard compounds. He's going to try and stretch it down. After this, he's going to have one more stint coming from the Danny OUK crew for Sauber. Down the straight, Swamcan promotes himself up to 12th place. Kind of curious when Tuzmaz is going to pit. He already has, and he's in 2nd. Matty D tried all he could to get the undercut, but Tuzmaz was just too fast for him. And now he's just hoping that... Was that Barter? Yes, that is. Hoping that Barter can maintain a gap down slipstream and something can't happen to them. Whoa, off the track. Little glitch for me. Tuzmaz, that was very, very close. Hangs on to it. That was fantastic. Very fantastic, to say the least. Wow. A downhill momentum that we see. And down the straight, Tuzmaz, all he's thinking about is, well, when am I going to have to make one more pit stop? Like we said, probably softs at the end. But right now, it's more than amazing leading in. If something happens like a safety car, that'll be a huge, huge advantage. Or like Donald Trump would say, huge advantage for more than amazing. As he'll pit in probably a couple laps, because following his Red Bull counterpart, doing the same strategy, so it is very likely that will happen. And also, if you guys are curious, in my league that I run in F1, season finale will be Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern clock. So for the guys in the UK or in Europe, that should be 8 p.m. for you guys. And the finale for my league, it's going to be a good one. Yesterday we had 15 people show up for Singapore. That was a great race, and I'm hoping the finale next week is going to be something huge. Championship comes down to 7 points between the front two, and well, it looks like my McLaren team will win the Constructors, but I'm not going to say that yet. Just hoping you guys show up. It's going to be a good one. So, I'll by the way, let you know what's going on my channel if you guys want to check it out. So, upcoming after this, oh wow, 288 subscribers. Wow, we have people subscribing left and right. Thank you very much. The support is appreciated, to say the least. I want to shout you guys as much as possible if you subscribe. But right now, it's more than amazing leading. But my schedule for commentating looks like, channel stuff looks like I may be doing Gavra commentating leagues throughout the whole week at 8 p.m. as well. Not exactly sure the time, but I think it's 8 p.m. on my channel during the weeks, Monday through Friday. Thursday is not an option, so no Thursday. But everything else, I may be able to show up and I may be able to comment or put out on my channel. And also, Friday night at 7 o'clock will be the HRL IndyCar Series, and I do believe after that we go to the European Tour. It should be Le Mans. I think we were at Le Mans. Let's circuit Bugatti. And then on my channel, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, should be the HRL F1 finale. Hopefully some of you guys can tune up and support. Maybe even race if you guys are, within the skill gap. But anyway, referring back to the race, Dexter making his last pit stop, fell down to 15th. Danny O, UK back in 14th with it. Hold on, without a front wing. What happened here? Off in the gravel. And that is very interesting. Tuzma's still in second. That's because More Than Amazing is into the pits, and Tuzma's takes the lead down the straight. The final race of Season 3 in HRL, which is my league, will be Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, and so basically the same time that this race started, or 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. European time or UK time. And on my channel, you can find previous races. I've got taken out a bunch of times so far towards the end of the season, but I'm running 4th in points. I want to maintain it. And if you guys were curious, we do have some drivers in this race that are in my league. We have Tuzma's here himself. Where else? We have Cam. Cam is in my league as well. He runs Mercedes. And I think that's it. I mean, we did have Flushy back then who ran the rookie league. I actually was upset that Vettel didn't win today because I do not want to see Hamilton win. Because that's just who I am. I don't like Lewis Hamilton. But that's that. He's a fantastic driver. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He did deserve the win. A little stop and go for Daniel UK while fixing the front wing. Leave 2 tires in the background, and Daniel UK comes out 16th, maybe even 17th. No, he does not. Tuzma's holds on to the lead. So very intense racing we're seeing from Spain. In real life, let me know what your guys' view was on this Grand Prix. Tez Wilson says Vettel was ruined by the virtual safety car. Honestly, I didn't even watch the full race. I didn't even know they had a virtual safety car. So very interesting. I didn't even get to watch the full race. It's out to the cemetery for Mother's Day. In America, I know back then in the UK, it was like March or April, you guys had Mother's Day. For us, it's today. So we went out to the cemetery for my grandmother. And great-grandmother as well. And one of my friend's mothers as well. Yep. So we do that every year for Mother's Day. So I actually came back a little bit late, and I missed the end of the result. But when I came home, I was a little ticked off that Hamilton won. But hey, it's racing. Let the fastest driver win. And of course, Hamilton, one of the best drivers on the grid, against guys like Vettel and Alonso and Ricardo. So, I mean, to be Tom, in America, it's different because, I wouldn't say it's different, yeah. So today is Mother's Day, so we always go to the cemetery every single year on Mother's Day because, my grandmother has been gone since 1999, or not, 1988, my mistake, but we've been my dad's been doing that ever since I was born. I've been doing it. It's been a tradition. There's been no recent deaths in the family, so I can see where you're misunderstanding there, but I appreciate that support. But as we are talking now, it's Tuzma's leading the way, and the Red Bull behind is Matty D. He tried the undercut, could not get it. Third is Barter. He could be trying to do the same thing that Dexter did last season, so very interesting. Benko down in 4th. Surprised to see him rebound from the incident earlier in the race. No DRS for Benko, obviously. But obviously, if you look at the times, certain drivers in the back, like Cam, should be up in the front, but they're stuck behind. Other drivers, More Than Amazing, really, really fast laps. He's already down into 7th. 8th is Tom. Now, I don't even get actually, no, that's Pika commenting. Okay. I was gonna say, like, for a second, I thought this was a Tom on my screen right now, because he wrecked in the beginning. He said, "Oh, I got hit from someone." I'm like, okay, I didn't see that on my race. For a second there, I thought this was Tom on the screen, but no, it's Pika. I forgot. Totally forgot. But Pika, if you're watching, you know, I'd love to see you show up for the finale, and, you know, and support Cam as being his teammate in Mercedes. They're doing good in constructors. So yeah, down straight now, Tom is in 8th. And now back in 10th, Zek trying to get it, late braking, stuck behind the Ferrari. He has to lay off the throttle as he gets held up by Washi going uphill. A lot of momentum uphill as Washi just holding him up. And of course, this live stream is available in 720p HD. So if you're watching anything lower, tune it up to 720 PHD because it is available in that. I would like to stream it a little bit higher, but it would probably cause my game to crash. The IndyCar races for HRL, coming from Pika. Well, at the time for them, Sauber's gonna let them by, not exactly sure. Wow, all the way into the grass. He's desperate to try and let him by. But yeah, the days that they're on, Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that was intended to be a North American league, so that is why I didn't really mention it. But back to the race. Mr. 09PL, he was running really fast, broke his front wing due to an incident. Whoa, lost his wheel! Mr. 09PL loses his wheel, and my audio has been screwed up as he enters the pits. That is actually, you know, fixable. Great, thank you for screwing up my audio. I'm gonna leave and fix this myself. Hold up. My audio was screwed up. To be fair, he had no front wing. Oh no.